Please do not try what you are about to see at home.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
In this souped-up series of Mythbusters,
there's so many things that could go wrong right now.
the team is taking it to the test track
If I knew what was going to happen, we wouldn't be doing the test.
to tackle everything from fuel economy
Your results may differ.
to stunts
Get out, get out, get out!
and speed.
Let's drive!
They're throwing it in reverse, slamming the brakes, and driving downright dangerously
I'm gone in a puff of smoke.
so you don't have to. Discover the science behind the most legendary automotive myths. Buckle up for Motor MythBusters Test Track. On this episode, the team go full throttle to investigate the need for speed.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we should go for 100 miles an hour.
Yep, with 3 momentous myths,
Awesome! Man!
they're finding out how maximum momentum can be used to both make
This is what I call a result.
and break your day.
You got a ticket, buddy.
Adam and Jamie lift the lid on a classic automotive wives' tale. Can you stay dry with the top down
That's what the windshield's for.
by putting the pedal to the metal?
Dude, look at that.
Grant, Carrie, and Tori hit the dirt track
Okay, I'm good to go for run number 1.
and floor it
This might be the last time we see Grant.
to prove if driving faster can give you a smoother ride.
Okay, calm down.
And in pole position, the fastest myth of all. Is it possible to outrun the speed camera?
Dude, that was like getting punched in the chest.
Quick out of the blocks is speed myth numero uno.
Well, the first one is that you can beat the speed camera by driving so fast through it, it doesn't have time to take your picture.
Well, seems pretty straightforward. We get a speed camera, we get a car, and we just drive like heck.
Yeah, we do! Woo!
This one's for the Leadfoots. Can you beat the speed camera by driving so fast it can't see you? That'd be time to cue the souped-up supercar. But first, Adam wants to test the theory in this car.
This is a perfect car for the test because while it may not be the fastest car on the block, it is definitely representative of a totally average American car. If this myth is at all true, it ought to be true for your average car.
Now, if you're worried about Adam and Jamie maxing out a very average car,
This is a pair of 5-point racing harnesses.
you're not alone. So, to keep the insurance company happy, they've given it a basic race car safety fit-out.
You ready?
I'm totally ready. Let's go.
Let's go beat the speed camera.
Speed cameras work like sonar. They send out radar pulses. The time it takes for the pulse to come back to the sensor registers the speed of the vehicle. If it's over the legal limit, a signal is sent to the camera to take a photo. The myth is, if you can drive faster than the pulses, it won't detect your vehicle.
We got to beat the speed camera. And the only place where we can shoot this is our favorite tarmac at Alameda Naval Base. It's about 1.75 miles of perfectly flat road. It's absolutely ideal for our purposes.
Operating the speed camera is the mastermind behind it.
Hi, Adam.
Good to meet you both.
Adam Teuton's cameras have been the bane of every Leadfoot's life since 1987.
So basically what I'm looking at here is a radar unit attached to a camera, a storage device, and a processor.
Correct.
That's amazingly simple.
We try to make it as simple as possible.
Over the years, how many tickets have your systems issued?
I'd have to say millions.
With millions of tickets under its belt, will Jamie at full throttle be fast enough to get in under the radar? And just how fast can an average auto go?
This may look like a ray gun, but in fact, it's a radar gun.
Just in case the speed camera doesn't clock the car, Adam's handheld will still get a reading.
I feel like a bullfighter. Come on! 40, 45, 50, 60. 60 miles an hour.
From a standing start, the average auto speed is, well, average. A longer run-up should show what it's got. But does the driver have the right stuff?
As usual, our biggest problem is not doing this particular stunt, but it's dealing with the insurance issues surrounding it. So we're going to have a safety person in the car with me. We're going to have a fire suit on and a helmet and the whole 9 yards, just in case we blow a tire and spin out and crash and burn and stuff like that.
Ah, Jamie, ever the optimist.
Based solely on my intuition and on any practical experience whatsoever, I estimate that we can get this car, or that Jamie can get this car, to just over 100 miles an hour. Is it enough to beat the speed camera? I suspect that it isn't, but I'm curious to find out.
Let's go fast.
Jamie steps on the gas, leaving Adam in his dust. But did he dust off the speed camera, too?
Did you get him?
We got him.
What kind of speed did you get?
100 miles an hour.
100 miles an hour.
There he is.
Not bad. Oh, and you got his license plate, too.
Let's see Jamie try and talk his way out of this one.
Well, how'd I do? Ticket or no ticket?
Oh, you got a ticket, you speeding scofflaw. We got you red-handed right here.
One picture says it all. Jamie's been booked fair and square.
Just for me, so we have a data set of more than one, which is always a goal on this show. Let's do it again.
Do I have to?
You do. Go.
How'd I do that time?
No faster.
It's like there's not a whole lot of options here. It's like flat.
We can't call it on the basis of this test alone. We need more power. We need a different car.
We need a real car.
In true MythBusters tradition, Adam and Jamie are going to push the edge of the fast envelope in a go-for-broke speed camera, speed car face-off.
We come to Infineon Raceway, where I think they have something with a lot more grunt that we can put in front of the speed camera and see if we can beat it.
One grunt machine coming up. Yep, believe it or not, our Adam Savage has been given the green light to pilot a prime piece of auto real estate.
What, beat the speed camera? What? Oh, right, that's why we're here. Sure.
How we doing? How's it going?
Guys again.
But to keep us, the car, and Adam safe, Chief Driving Instructor Mark will be riding shotgun.
You think he can handle driving it?
You might be able to give it a shot.
Adam hasn't had this much fun since Adam was a boy.
I'm so ready to go. Let's go.
I don't know, Adam.
Can you believe they let me in here?
No. What's the value of this car?
280?
280. Well,
280. I
Not
can work
quite.
that. I can work that off.
Well, there goes the retirement plan.
I don't think it's going to work, even with a really fast car.
After a couple of test runs to find his groove,
100. 120. 123.
Adam's giving it all he's got.
Unbelievable.
But is it enough?
Got him. You're going to have to go faster than that to beat the speed camera.
So Adam has to swallow his pride and hand over the keys to the professional driver.
If he can't beat it, it's not going to get beaten. 115. He's going faster. 140.
136. We got a ticket.
Even with a pro propelling it to maximum momentum,
130, 440.
it's not enough to beat the speed camera.
Well, that settles it, man. If we couldn't beat it with this thing, there's no way you can beat the speed camera, no matter how fast you're going.
Not so fast. I got a little something.
That little something? Introducing the Beast. With a new day and a new test track, this 2,400-pound monster can reach speeds of up to 300 miles per hour. An ordinary car? It ain't.
This thing is beautiful. I think I'm gonna cry.
It's an engine with a chair on it.
It is, yeah,
The wheels are kind of like beside the point.
totally ancillary.
And under the helmet is Jeff Atamian. With over 30 years of drag racing experience, he's the right driver with the perfect car.
All right, Adam, we got the fastest car we can find in California. Are you ready for this?
Ready as I'll ever be.
You think we're gonna catch it?
I think so.
The Beast is in position, and the speed camera is set. Gentlemen, start your jet engines.
I think he's got it warmed
Oh,
up.
whoa, here.
There it goes.
The Beast hurtles down the strip, only slowing once its two 16-foot parachutes are deployed.
Dude, that was like getting punched in the chest. Oh my God, I can't wait to find out if that was a ticket.
It's the moment of truth.
No picture. No picture?
Nope.
So the car didn't trip the camera. That means there's no ticket.
No ticket.
No ticket. We found the speed.
So the system was working properly, but the car was going too fast for the sensors to pick it up.
There was not enough to trigger the camera.
So there you have it, a massive 245 miles an hour, and you can beat the speed camera. The Beast may have gotten away scot-free, but Adam Teuton still thinks he can catch it. With a few tweaks to the camera, will he be able to book the Beast? Time for take two.
Wow. That's on purpose. Like, that's what's supposed to happen.
Jeff unleashes the Beast once again.
I swear he was going faster that time.
I think so.
I feel like it's gonna be even faster.
It probably was, but we'll never know for sure. Unfortunately for Adam,
No picture, no ticket, end of story.
the speed camera missed the Beast entirely.
That thing was going so fast, that beast thing there, that it was in and out of the range of the camera before it knew what was going on. It was like it wasn't there. Practically speaking, of course, it's not happening. You're not driving a car with a rocket engine or a jet engine or, you know, any afterburners or anything like that on the highway. And so you might as well forget about it, but it is possible.
It's possible, yes, but with a legal car, no.
It turns out there is a way to beat the speed camera.
Yeah, pure, raw, unadulterated speed.
Rocket-powered, jet-powered, impossibly loud speed, yeah.
Yeah, give or take 200-300 miles an hour, you can beat the speed camera.
Yeah, however ungainly the solution is, we made it happen. I think our work here is done.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Come on!
Okay, so whether you're cruising the suburban streets or the interstate highway, there's no way in a registered road vehicle to beat the speed camera with speed.
This might be the last time we see Grant.
But can a vehicle's velocity get the better of bumps in the road and make the ride more comfortable when you're off the beaten track?
Anybody who spent time driving on dirt roads would know this one.
The myth is, if you're driving on a rough dirt road, it's better to drive fast because it smooths out the ride.
This one originated in the Australian outback. The theory is that driving slowly allows the car's wheels to drop into the troughs of each bump. But according to the myth, if you add speed, the car will glide smoothly over the corrugations.
Well, you know, that sounds pretty easy to test, isn't it? I mean, what are you going to do? Just go out and get a bunch of cars and test them on a rough road?
You know, I'm not sure it's that simple, Jamie, because, I mean, you guys have to figure out a way of measuring the vibration that's happening to the car under different speeds and different road conditions, right?
First things first, they're gonna need a car.
This is a 1978 Oldsmobile Cutlass Supreme.
Listen to that baby purr.
And to measure the rough road ahead, this old classic is gonna need a MythBusters makeover. To objectively record the vibration intensity at different speeds, they have 3 systems in mind. Tori has an idea for a suspension gauge. Grant will crunch the numbers on a 3-axis accelerometer, and Carrie steps up with a more elegant solution.
I love that. I'm making a system to measure how rough each of the road trials is. And to do that, I'm using all of these wonderful crystal Chardonnay glasses and making them into a pyramid. Now, as the road makes the car tumble, the water should spill out from the top and kind of trickle down into the lower glasses and maybe spill out altogether. And at the end, we should have a really good representation of the roughness between a 15-mile-an-hour drive and, say, a 50-mile-an-hour drive.
After each test, using the 100 mil marks, they'll simply calculate the total amount of water lost. The bumpier the ride, the wetter the designated driver is going to get.
This is what your pee looks like if you have a lot of vitamins.
Meanwhile, Tori is rigging system number 2, the suspension deflection gauge. He first welds a metal rod or needle to the suspension of the car. Then he attaches a scale to the hood. Impressive, but how does it work?
So the needle stays with the suspension, and our scale stays with the body of the car. This way, we can see how much distance the two are, traveling.
Their next task is to rig the car for Carrie's glass pyramid. To make room and provide a flat surface, Grant removes the passenger seat and replaces it with a wooden platform. Now to get the pyramid into the car.
I think we should drain this before we try and fit it in there, because there'll be a lot of fussing around to get it in.
Perfect.
With the glass tower safely installed and refilled, it's just Grant's ever so slightly more technical data collector thingy to go.
Final system is my 3-axis accelerometer, and that is going to measure electronically what the deflections are, and I'll be able to load it on my computer and see.
It's official. This dirt road test track drive-by will result in more information than a space flight. And to check all systems are go, Grant and Tori are going to get the hump by taking on the parking lot speed bumps. Grant, with full-face helmet, 5-point safety belt, and wet weather gear, is focused on the safety issues, visibility, and data accuracy.
I hit it.
Tori, well, he just wants to go fast.
Faster, faster. Yeah. 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 Hit it. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
We have a great proof of concept. When I hit the bumps, I could see the needle deflecting on the suspension meter. Water was flying around in here everywhere, and I've yet to check the data on my accelerometer, but I'm sure it's pretty good.
Everything's working, and it's time to hit a rough road for real. With dirt tracks in short supply in San Francisco, they head out of town.
All right, here we are.
Just outside Sacramento, they find the test track they need.
All right, we're here at the State Vehicle Recreation Center. This is where people with motorcycles, ATVs, rough road riding, this is the perfect spot to do it.
This section that we've found here is an access road, and it actually is pretty representative of a dirt road that you might find, say, out in the country or something like that.
Without further ado, Grant gets into position and refills the glasses. The first of 2 comparative runs will be at 15 miles per hour.
Okay, dude, good to go for run number 1, 15 miles per hour.
And then later at 45. Grant eases up to the test speed, and the camera on the hood shows the axle gauge working perfectly. It's recording maximum deflections of 3 inches.
All right, Grant, so that was 15 miles an hour. It didn't look too crazy.
No, and actually it was more like 20, like the car was idling very high.
So at a speed of 20 miles an hour, the maximum deflection on the suspension gauge was 3 inches. And there were 3.5 liters of water lost from Carrie's glass pyramid. So with the pyramid refilled, it's time this experiment moved into top gear.
Ready for your 45-mile-an-hour run. Paramedics are nowhere to be found. Might be the last time we see Grant. Look at that water.
At 45 miles an hour on a tricky dirt trail, this is the real deal. The axle gauge is showing a lot more activity, at times reaching the top of the scale. A maximum deflection of 6 inches.
Don't hit that rock. Yeah!
But let's find out from the driver whether the faster speed led to a smoother ride.
Dude, your eyes are like wide open. Did it scare you a little bit?
Yeah, other than like kind of control problems, it's actually a lot smoother than I thought it would be. I thought I'd be like, you know, all over the place.
What is all over the place is the water from the glass pyramid. 4.5 liters were lost, 1 full liter more than the slower test.
1.5.
Which means Grant's subjective experience of a smoother ride in the car is at odds with the data. But Tori has a theory.
It might be similar to, like, say, a horse, you know, as opposed to a trot and a gallop. You know, maybe the slower you're going, you're more conscious of the actual hits that you're doing. You know, the rocks, the bumps, you're conscious of that.
It might sound like a load of old horse manure, but Tori is prepared to saddle up to prove his point.
Okay, so I'm giving you these, and I'm going to expect you to act responsibly, be home by 11, and have it gassed up.
All right, Mom.
Act responsibly? Tori Belleci? It's possible.
After seeing Grant do that 40-mile-an-hour run, it just makes me want to get in there and go 70.
With the area clear and the team at a safe distance, Tori hits the gas. Responsible drivers, those wearing pacemakers, and Tori's insurance company may find the following pictures disturbing.
Yeah, he's looking a little squirrely, just like I was.
Incredibly, he makes it back in one piece. But what exactly was his speed?
I probably, around the...
Okay, calm down. Calm down.
I guess like around the first set of bumps, I probably hit around 70. And by the time I passed the high-speed camera, I was, you know, close to 75.
Oh, man. Well, yeah, let's see what the data says.
And for that, it's back to the shop, where Adam and Jamie are on hand to help decipher the data and weigh in on the overarching need for speed. The numbers from the glass pyramid and suspension gauge quite clearly showed that the faster you go, the bumpier the ride.
Finally, I have my accelerometer data.
But the accelerometer data on this comparative graph says just the opposite. The dark line of the 20-mile-an-hour test shows more G-force peaks, representing a bumpier ride.
Yeah, the 70 miles an hour in the first, like, 70% of the test seems to be smoother than the 15 miles an hour. But again, like the 45, the spikes are higher.
Well, our data's in a little bit of conflict here. I mean, clearly, as you go faster, you lose more water and you have more deflection on the suspension. But our accelerometer says during that part where, you know, the road is fairly uniform, you actually have a better, smoother ride when you're driving faster.
I'm noting that the big difference is on the big hits, like a big pothole. And obviously, I don't think anybody would disagree with us. If you hit a large hole at a high speed, it's going to make more of an impact on the car than taking it easy through it.
So what we're saying here is that the myth is plausible, but I really don't think that we can put this one to bed unless we test the washboard road, that is the type of road surface that people think about and have experienced, that driving faster makes for a smoother ride, and I think you should try it and get the data to support that.
So it's back to the drawing board. If the team want to nail this myth, they have to build a replica of the track the tale is based on, the washboard road. And Grant takes time out to discover how they're formed.
So it turns out washboarding is created by the response of your car's suspension to alternatively accelerating or braking or hitting a pothole. What that does is it sets up an oscillation in the suspension that alternatively compacts the dirt or makes it fly up, creating that pattern.
These corrugated dirt tracks are common in the Australian outback. In California, not so much. So our intrepid trio are going to have to make their own on the wide open asphalt of Alameda.
Plan today is going to be a little back-breaking. We have about 4,000 pounds of steel angle iron that we are going to lay with about 8-inch increments and weld them all down to make one long track. It's going to be a long day.
It doesn't look that tough, especially if you edit the sequence like this. Voila! One easy-to-assemble, straight-out-of-the-box washboard road. Grant's going to tell us more about it.
We've taken this angle iron and welded it to the steel here, creating a washboard pattern. And our research indicates that 4 inches tall and about 8 inches apart is about as bad as washboarding can get.
So this steel test track is an exact replica of the corrugated dirt roads the myth is based on. Which means when Tori's finished his siesta, there's just one thing left to do.
The test is going to be, we're just going to drive over our strip of washboard at different speeds. Probably start around 10 miles an hour and then slowly ramp up to 70 miles an hour.
For these runs, the team is just going to use the glass pyramid and the accelerometer.
5 miles an hour and he's still wearing his helmet.
And Grant is all set for the first run. NASCAR it ain't, cruising at a breakneck 5 miles an hour. But surprisingly, Grant and the glass pyramid are really feeling the vibes.
Oh, look at the glasses spilling.
Interesting.
Pretty bumpy.
I saw that. You could see all the water jumping out of the glass.
The glass pyramid showed a lot of activity, but the high speed is inconclusive. The wheel is bouncing, but how much, we won't know until we see a comparison. Time for run number 2. Grant has to keep the speed at a steady 40 miles an hour. And in contrast to the slow run, the wheels are skimming across the tops of the bumps.
Just by feeling it, it felt a lot smoother.
Really?
I don't know what the data's going to say, but
Okay,
just
well, let's count up our water.
But there's some head scratching because the numbers just don't add up.
Ready for the countdown?
Yep.
Although Grant experienced a smoother ride, there was more water lost than the slower run.
Here. Yeah, those two there. It looks like you've lost 2.
Which means the physical data contradicts Grant's subjective experience in the car. So it's time for more speed. And for the final run, Grant will hit 70 miles an hour.
So if he starts steering in towards us, let's just run.
The Cutlass flies over the track, with a high-speed camera confirming the tires skip across the peaks of the corrugations, exactly as the myth suggests.
it felt actually pretty smooth.
Yeah, it looked really smooth.
I mean, subjectively, very smooth.
From the glasses, it's looking really good. It looks like there's a lot less spillage this time.
This time, the water lost from the pyramid backs up both Grant's experience and the high-speed results.
Quarter, that's it.
That's it.
That's it.
So it's looking good for Myth Confirmed, and Tori's feeling the need to mark the occasion.
Well, Jamie, we went ahead and built our artificial washboard. I think we can conclusively say driving faster on a rough road will give you a smoother ride.
Still, you know, you're driving 70 miles an hour and you hit a pothole, you're gonna break your suspension with that kind of mass and velocity.
What's the verdict?
Well, as far as the myth goes, it's confirmed.
Confirmed.
Confirmed. Cool.
So, by increasing speed on a rough road, it is possible to create a comfier ride. But can the gift of speed keep on giving?
So what's up with the umbrellas?
I'm planning to use them to paint a metaphorical picture. I want you to imagine that you are having a midlife crisis and you run out and spend a bunch of your dough on a really nice convertible sports car.
Okay.
Now further imagine that you're driving it down the street and it starts to rain. What do?
You pull over and you put the top up.
Aha! That's where the fan site myth states that you might be wrong. That instead of wasting your time putting the top up, that you should floor it, go as fast as you can, because there is a speed at which you can drive that no rain will enter the driver's compartment.
Sounds kind of unsafe to me.
Sounds really fun to test to me.
Coming down the stretch for the final myth. Does putting your foot down keep you dry when you've got the top down?
So, does this mean we get to drive a fancy car really fast in the rain?
We do, but we are in sunny California, and that presents a little bit of a problem. We're going to have to manufacture our own rain here.
It's a bit of a chore, but I think we can handle that. We still get to drive a really fancy car fast in the rain, though, right?
Yes, but slow down there, cowboy. I think perhaps we ought to take this model car and run some shop tests, sprinkle some water at it, look at it on high speed, see if there's anything at all to this myth.
And then we get to drive a really fancy car fast in the rain.
Okay, look, we'll get some driving lessons. We'll wet down some tarmac. We'll go out next thing and drive a fancy car, all right?
All right.
So to keep Rev Head Heineman happy, they've shelved the shop tests in favor of...
Well, the first thing on our agenda is to get some training in foul weather driving on wet roads. And in lovely sunny California, there's nothing better for that than a perfect sunny day.
But being the Boy Scouts that they are, they came prepared to make their own.
Oh, I made a rainbow. Look at that. This is going to be fun.
That's the bad weather. So all we need now is a convertible car.
You've seen MythBusters before. You know that generally when we have cars, they explode. But not that one, I don't think. Pretty snappy.
I think I know what I want for Christmas this year.
Guiding the guys through their wet weather driving instruction is Brian Fraser.
Brian's the guy that trains anybody that drives an emergency vehicle how to do it right. That means police, fire, ambulances. Brian's the guy.
That understeer. Here you go. A little bit of steering out, you felt the catch.
Right.
If I had a car like that, I wouldn't be letting Adam drive it.
Harsh, but given Adam's track record, fair.
I might have gotten the microphone wet there for a second.
Despite Adam's best effort, the microphone still works. And they get down to business.
Well, the surface is now wet. We're going to lose that cohesion between the tires and the concrete surface. We're on a concrete pad out here today. Hydroplaning can also be a factor if we got standing water. Ways to deal with this are get off the gas, slow our speed down. It's going to multiply any reaction we do, so you want to not be jerky in your steering movements. So just smoothing out your steering and backing off speed can keep you in control of the car.
The clearest difference between driving on the wet ground versus the dry ground is that it's a lot slipperier.
Oh, sorry about that.
Mostly this feels to me like getting a handle on where out of control is. That's the trick. Once you know where out of control is, you can back off from it. Or you can sneak up to it without getting in too much danger.
Just try to get a slide and shoot straight down that way. Turn in your... There you go.
I lost my hat.
We're just trying to get comfortable with this scenario so that if we hit something unknown out there on the testing site, we can recover safely.
And that's the key. By simply getting to grips with the car on a wet surface, they can be sure they won't lose their heads at high speeds on the real test, which means they are licensed for wet weather science.
That's
I
okay.
keep losing my hat.
But before they take it to the test track, they're heading back to base for preliminary shop tests.
So this is our scale testing rig for driving in the rain. And since it's about two things, wind and rain, we're creating both of those in a small scale. I've got a leaf blower here creating the wind over the car. I've got Jamie perched up there in the scissor lift. He's going to be the rain. He's got a pressurized bottle of some blue dye so that we can actually see the raindrops.
Oh, that's nice.
Hopefully, if there's any validity to this myth, that the rain somehow, by the aerodynamics of the car going fast, won't get in the driver's compartment. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I would expect to see these blue raindrops coming down and the wind coming over the car, inhibiting them from continuing their journey onto the passengers in the convertible.
So they've got a convertible and they've got rain. To simulate driving through the rain, they've got a 15-mile-an-hour wind.
All right, go for it.
Oh, yeah.
Followed by a small-scale hurricane with wind speeds of 30 miles an hour.
I almost feel like I'm driving it.
After which, Adam is confident this myth holds water.
I'm thinking that our scale tests are actually proving pretty fruitful.
There may be something to this.
We run 3 tests, and they're showing me what I would expect to see if this myth were actually true, i.e., we've run it with no wind and some rain, a slow speed wind, 15 miles per hour, and a high speed wind, 30 miles per hour. And I'm seeing what looks like a bubble forming over the driver's compartment where less rain seems to want to get into.
Yeah, it does show the rain kind of zipping over the cockpit, but I'm not that sure that the wind and the rain scale that well. We're going to have to do it full size.
I knew you were going to go there.
Well, it involves getting a sports car and driving really fast in it.
Cue the test track. And the boys are straight back to work at Alameda, raising a rainmaker so they have precipitation at the flick of a switch. And for that, they're going back to their movie roots.
Hollywood, like MythBusters, doesn't wait for ideal weather conditions. They make their own weather, and this device is one of the ways they do it. This is a rain bar.
Got it.
And it sprays water through a set of spouts. These spouts, there's 6 of them. And if what you want is torrential rain, it can deliver 1,200 gallons a minute. For us, it's going to be delivering a linear swath of rain 200 feet long.
So the team is ready for a dry run.
Well, everything's hooked up and in place, and the next thing we're gonna do is a dribble test. We're just gonna pressurize all the lines to the point where water starts dribbling out the rain heads because of several things. This amount of rain is perfect for our test. It's just about 2 inches per hour. One, that's a lot of weight of water, about 600 pounds per bar, and the weight distribution could change and they could swing, so we need to make sure we can control them. 2, there's a little bit of a west to east breeze here. We want to make sure the rain falls where the car is going to drive, so we might adjust our final bar position based on what we see here. That's perfect.
With the rain ready to fall and the cameras ready to roll, it's time to bring in the star, the car.
Let's protect the upholstery and put in our rain collection gear.
Okay.
We've modified this car in a couple of ways to turn it into a data collection device for this test. First, because it's a fancy car, we've protected the whole interior with absorbent fabric so that no water can damage the car. Second, to measure what water does get in the car, we've got these 2 boards, which is basically a piece of plywood faced with acrylic and tissue paper. Any water that hits this surface is going to create a nice dark spot that's easy to see, easy to count, and should give us a really nice comparative analysis of how much water's getting into the driver's compartment under the different conditions we're testing. Well, let's get to it.
Okay.
And by to it, they mean using their driving instructor as a human crash test guinea pig.
The biggest danger posed by this experiment is hydroplaning. That's where the car floats up on a cushion of water and you lose all control of it. Okay, go, Rain and Brian. So Brian, our safety trainer and driver, is actually going to take this run at 120 miles an hour across the rainy tarmac to make sure that it's safe for Jamie and I to do.
Brian's about to hit what's essentially a sluice-down skid pad at 120 miles an hour. This could be interesting.
Okay.
Out of control through 450 degrees is exactly why the expert was behind the wheel and not Adam or Jamie.
What happened there, buddy?
That's what we call hydroplaning.
Wow, that seemed quite intense.
It was very intense and a lot of fun.
I gotta say, Brian gets real props for that one. Looking at the footage, Brian's expression didn't change at all. He didn't flinch while he's spinning out of control around and around and around at 120 miles an hour.
So one thing's clear, these tests will be dangerous. Hitting a wet surface at higher than highway speeds has the potential to put you into a spin cycle.
How do you feel about it, Jamie?
He did it. I'll do it.
All right, you're all right with doing it?
We're going to be ramping it up for
We're going to
one
be
thing.
going like 55 normal highway speed, then we'll ramp that up to like 80, and this is about the top speed that we're going to go, about 120. So that's as bad as it's going to get.
Yeah.
But it looks like hydroplaning is guaranteed. First up is the control. See, the myth states that if it starts to rain, you're driving your convertible with the top down, you shouldn't waste your time putting it up. You should gun it, floor it, go as fast as you can. So of course we're gonna gun it, floor it, and go as fast as we can. But what do we compare that to? We compare it to the control, which is driving into a rainstorm, stopping, putting the top up, and seeing how much rain you gathered that way. Right, Jamie, here's your motivation. You're gonna be driving with your top down and it starts to rain. You're gonna stop while it's raining and put the top up. And to make it extra realistic for you, we're gonna make it rain. Got that? Right, knock 'em dead, Tiger.
With a direct line to the weather gods,
All right, stand by for pressure.
or at least John, the rain bar operator, Adam commences the rain.
Today's forecast, 70% chance of science. Go ahead and pressure it up. Jamie, come on in.
Remember, this is a control for comparative purposes.
All right, now stop and put the top up. This looks awful.
If you're foolish enough to be driving with the roof down while there's a rainstorm imminent, we want to know how wet you will get in the time it takes to pop the top back on.
Now go ahead and drive off.
And it's pretty clear because that's one wet Heinemann.
How was that? Looks like you got soaked.
I think so.
Oh, look at our test boards. There's no drops to count. They're just 100% soaked. I don't know whether there's going to turn out to be something to driving really fast to keep the rain out of your convertible, but it's pretty clear that stopping at all, even to put the top up, is going to get you saturated with rain pretty quickly.
All right, now stop and put the top up.
Now that we've got a good control, it's time for some real testing. If there's any merit to this myth, we should see a lot less rain on our rain collection panels than last time.
On the next run, at 70 miles per hour, they're looking for physical evidence on the tissue paper rain detectors.
Here's my prediction. Take a look at the high speed after this run. I think what you'll see is a nice line of wind carrying water, creating a bubble over Jamie. All right, rainmakers, let's balance those bars. I think you're gonna see a lot less rain on these panels. Jamie, you may start your run now. This is 70 miles per hour, gunning it.
Gun it, Jamie does. Hitting his mark and holding steady at the target speed for the length of the course.
And cut the rain.
And with no hydroplaning or dangerous spin out, it's time to take in the results.
Whoa, look at that. Wow, that's far out. It looks like no rain at all hit the middle here. But we've got wetness up top here and on the left-hand side here. You know, I also happen to notice the splotch of water right here and the drops over here are on the windward side of the car, the direction from which the wind was blowing during your run. The wind obviously affected it.
It's important to note that whatever little water came in here on the 70-mile-an-hour run was a tiny, tiny fraction of what came in on the control.
Totally. I predicted that there'd be less rain in the car on this run. Not nearly this little. There really seems to be something to this myth.
A conviction only confirmed by the high-speed camera.
That's really clear. It's like there's a line. It's a really visible bubble, isn't it?
Yes, that's what the windshield's for.
So it would seem.
Looking at the high-speed camera, it was clear that all of the water that was hitting the car was going over the top of the interior of the car. There was hardly any that entered the car, and what did was from some kind of turbulence going around the outside of the car.
But the guys aren't done yet. After all, the theme is speed, and Adam's still feeling the need.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we should go for 100 miles an hour and see if we can get those boards to stay bone dry.
I'd go ahead and leave the traction control on.
But Brian, our safety driver, is concerned, as the test track is now taking an additional soaking from some real rain. So he suggests putting a lid on at 90 miles per hour.
Try to counter steer it, but if you can't, let it go.
Got it. I've got to do this test at 90 miles an hour. Hydroplaning at those kinds of speeds is a serious deal. I might remind you what happened to Brian earlier at 120. 90 miles an hour is pretty fast. I'll keep my fingers crossed that I don't spin out like he did.
90 miles an hour?
90 miles an hour.
90 miles an hour. Let's do it. Let's go to full pressure.
I am set and ready to go.
Awesome. Jamie, you may start your 90-mile-an-hour run now. Let it rip. And cut the rain. Nice work, Jamie. You didn't hydroplane. Awesome. Let's open this top and see how we did. Ho, 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 ho! Dude, look at that. This is what I call a result.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. These things, bone dry.
We wanted to find out whether driving fast when it's raining will actually keep you dry, and it turns out it does. Around 25 miles an hour or so, it's not so effective, but as you go faster, it actually does deflect most of the rain. Now, it's not that hard to understand, really, because the rain's coming down like this. If you're going this way and you've got something in front of you, then it's going to catch all the rain and send it up over the top of you. You stay dry.
So it does make sense to gun it. The faster, the better, in fact.
Yeah, you might die in the process, but...
You'll be dry.
You'll be dry.
This is a conundrum, because I don't feel like it's right to call this one confirmed.
Yeah, driving really fast in the rain can be very dangerous.
How about plausible, but not recommended?
I'll buy that.
So, thanks to the MythBusters' celerity, we now know that extreme speed isn't always what you need. While hurtling over rough roads does yield a smoother ride, going hell for leather is not the answer if you're trying to avoid a ticket. And yes, driving like lightning could keep you dry in a storm. But that solution's best left at the test track.
I tell you, I think these umbrellas are a totally reasonable compromise.
To a convertible?
Yeah.
A really fast convertible? I don't think so. They're already about ready to take off.
Yeah.